Hello, I'm Erik Roby.
And I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Today, we're going to talk about how Halloween is coming, and we'll get spooky just a little bit early.
You got pretty spooky there, dressed as an Oriole bird today.
I'm not dressed like an Oriole bird, Erik. I'm representing my O's magic. Where's your jersey?
I'm dressed as a professional news anchor because I let you go casual today.
Oh, we'll use the term professional a little loosely.
I'm dressed as a professional, grown-up adult.
Anyway, we'll have all the details on that huge fire in Odenton that sent flames more than 100 feet into the air. But first, making headlines. Animal control got quite a bit busier for everybody. More than 40 animals were taken from a Pasadena home this week, and they're not your typical dog named Spot kind of pets. Are you ready for this one, Erik?
Did they mistake you as one of the animals
because
you're dressed
not
as an Oriole bird?
Even funny at all. Emus, alpacas, chickens, geese, quail, tarantulas, chinchillas, a 15-foot python, parrots, a pot-bellied pig. Oh, and don't forget the kinkajou.
What's a kinkajou?
That's a rainforest animal like a ferret, Erik, not a Pokemon character, which I know you still collect. It's really a sad story, though, because these animals were living in a home with no food or water. Animal control officials said the animals were desperate to get the provisions that they brought for them. Now, before everyone gets too excited, most of these animals are not available for adoption. They need special care and had lots of medical problems that really require experts to nurse them back to health and take care of them properly. Some have gone to rescues that specialize in a particular species as well. The kinkajou is an exotic animal that is illegal to own, as was the skunk, the groundhog, and the raccoon on the property. This case is under investigation for animal cruelty. The owner said he was an inspiring veterinarian and had every intention of helping the animals, but got overwhelmed.
Kristin, let this be a lesson to you.
How?
You can own a cat, you can own a dog, but when you bring in all these exotic animals like Oriole birds, like you're dressed today, you're gonna get in trouble. But once you got emus, you might want to reevaluate what you're doing. We hope all the animals are relocated to places where they can be cared for properly. Now let's move on to one of my favorite holidays that's coming up very, very soon, folks. It's Halloween,
Yay!
But don't be scared. We'll be sure to bring our silver bullets, our zombie repellent, and our garlic to keep away vampires like Kristin.
I like the vampires.
In this week's Community Spotlight, Mark Chang has another way to stay healthy. Check out the Healthy Happy Halloween Festival in Cedar, Mars Hill. Mark.
Thanks to both of you in the studio. Well, October is upon us and Halloween is just right around the corner. And there's a great event that's going to happen later on this month over the Cedar Morris Hill community. And what they're going to be doing is putting a healthy spin on Halloween. So first of all, Miss Geraldine Littman, known as Miss Jerry to me, up in the Cedar Morris Hill community, and David Cox, who's the owner of Vive Fitness, Positive Vive Fitness in Glen Burnie. They're both here with me today. And thanks to both of you for spending time to come on the show. Miss Geraldine, I know you and the folks up at Cedar Morris Hill do a lot of great for the community and the county. Could you tell the viewers out there a little bit about Cedar Morris Hill community?
Sure, I can. Cedar Morris Hill is located in northern Anne Arundel County. We are an association. We have about 400 owners. We began in 1952, and we have had various presidents. I am the current president. And as the president, I have sought to do all kinds of activities that will bring highlight to the community and to the community at large. That's not at our building, but outside as well. And so we've put on various programs, such as our day that we recognize our people who are doing well in school. We recognize our seniors. We just do a variety of activities that really highlight what's going on in the community and to just help make this community the best ever.
Okay, great. Tell us about some of the programs that you have in the community.
Okay, we have now it's really, I don't know how to put this, it's really something that the Healthy Hallow came to us about 4 years ago. We started a program with David, and we wanted to make a healthy back to school. Okay. And David bought his beautiful exercise things, and we had healthy food for the kids. We had fruit shish kebabs, we had sandwiches that were healthy, and apples and water. Okay. We didn't have any kind of things that were sweet, but the kids did not complain. So that was an excellent program. We also have a program that culminates at the end of the year, which Ms. Marva Randolph directs that, where we actually recognize all students from kindergarten through college. And we have an excellent program where we give out monetary awards to ask that they continue to do well. And also during the year, we recognize our seniors because they are a part of our growth. So we look from the young to the old. And we have a special program. We feed a dinner to these seniors, and we give them gifts, which are gift certificates from Giants so they can buy fruit.
Okay, great, great. We got a lot going on, Miss Geraldine.
And one more thing, we don't want you to think we have everything for the seniors, so that we can boogie down a little bit. We have what is our annual jazz program. And our neighbor, who is a jazz musician, does it for us, and we have an evening out with the whole community. Okay. And one more thing, we just began our youth group, and we're doing real well with that.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's great, Miss Geraldine. And for viewers out there who live in the Cedar Morse Hill community or want to help the Cedar Morse Hill community, what's the telephone number they can reach you at?
Sure, you can reach me at 410-761-9337. And if you call and my phone is full, which it usually is, you may call me early in the morning or late at night because I'm up early and late. I'm not a sleeper.
Okay, well, great. Thanks a lot, Ms. Geraldine. Well, talk about all the events you had. I guess you don't sleep. Well, thanks a lot. I'm gonna shift over to David. And David, Ms. Geraldine talked about the Healthy Halloween. Let's really focus on that. It's right around the corner. Could you tell us when, where is it, the specific type of activities for the event?
Okay. When it's October 27th, Saturday, October 27th, from 12 to 2. What it is, it's a healthy way to celebrate Halloween. It was started about 3 years ago by Tanja McCoy as a way to fight childhood obesity. And me as a fitness professional, it was really a no-brainer to get involved in this. So we're going to have some fitness demonstrations. We've got a lot of sponsors coming through, handing out healthy snacks to the kids, as a way to introduce alternatives to the candy. Got what else do we have there? We got
David, name some of our sponsors. Oh, yeah. We got look on your paper.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We got,
my memory,
yeah,
David.
all right, yeah, we got WIC. We got Positive Vibes Fitness, of course. Me, okay. Anne Arundel County Police, Northern District. We got Continental Society of Anne Arundel County Recs and Parks, United Healthcare, Baltimore Washington Medical Center, and the NAACP, okay. And then we have the Colgate bus coming through to do some dental screenings.
Great, great.
And David, don't forget, Cedar Morse Hill is one of the sponsors too.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, you got a lot of great sponsors. It's going to be a really great event. I plan on being there, and I know I was at your last meeting earlier this month, and they're still looking for donations. So for viewers out there who want to be able to donate to the event, definitely take this opportunity and be part of it. And so I'll tell you what, it's going to be a great event. So we hope to see you on October 27th, Saturday, over at the Cedar Morse Hill Community Center. I'll tell you what, and 12 to 2. And where's the address?
351 Arundel Corporation Road, which is our building.
Okay, great. Okay, well, this is great. And David, thanks for all that you're doing for the community. And if people want more information about Positive Vibe Fitness, how can they get a hold of you?
You can call me at the studio here at 410-768-8423, or you can go to our website, www.positivevibesfitness.com.
Okay, awesome, David. Well, this is great. Well, reporting from Positive Vibe Fitness with Miss Jerry Littman from Cedar Morse Hill and David Cox from Positive Vibe Fitness in Glen Burnie. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Mark. We'll have more creepy features to come this month. But enough about Mark. That was no costume, folks, he had on, I promise you. Maybe I'll wear my Obama mask next week.
Can't you get a new costume this year? Obama, every year. How about something different?
What should I go as? Me?
Why don't you go as Dave?
Oh, no, then I wouldn't be able to shave, and I'd have a big cheeseburger and a plate of fries next to me.
Oh, we love you, Dave.
We love you, Dave Abrams. You know, I do love my Obama mask, but the real question all our viewers want to know is, what are you going to be this year? I mean, right now you're dressed as an Oriole bird.
Yes.
But, so you agree with me now, thank you. But on Halloween, there's a rumor going around that you're going to be a superhero. We already know that you're a superhero. You're going to be Captain Planet Recycle Girl.
No, not true at all. No.
Not true at all?
You don't need to dress like a superhero when you are one every day, Eric.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Saving the world from plastic and bottles going into our landfill, folks. Kristin Lagana.
Well, you're just going to have to wait and see. Let's go to Hot Topics now. Did you see the pictures and videos from that fire in Odenton over the weekend? Wow. Division Chief Michael Cox from the Anne Arundel County has more information on that fire, as well as a crash that occurred up in Pasadena. Chief.
Thanks, Kristin. The first incident occurred around 6 p.m. on Friday, September the 28th, 2012, when Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to a reported motor vehicle collision on Duval Highway in the area of Northeast Senior High School in the Pasadena area of the county. The first unit to arrive on the scene reported a two-car accident with entrapment. Firefighters utilizing hydraulic rescue tools quickly extricated the patient. The patient, a male estimated to be in his mid to late 50s, suffered life-threatening injuries and was transported to the University of Maryland's R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center via ground ambulance Priority 1. A second patient from the incident suffered minor injuries and was transported to a local hospital via ground ambulance. In another incident this week, Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to a reported apartment fire located in the 2000 block of Military Place. This is located in the community of the Villages of Seven Oaks in the Odenton area of the county. This occurred just after 6 p.m. on Sunday, September the 30th, 2012. The first units to arrive on the scene reported visible fire and smoke coming from the roof of a three-story garden apartment. Crews immediately initiated search, rescue, and evacuation operations. Crews also stretched hose lines into the third floor of the building in an attempt to control the flames. However, conditions within the building quickly deteriorated, and firefighters had to be evacuated from the building, prompting firefighters to utilize elevated master streams and large hose streams from the exterior of the building to control and extinguish the fire. In all, it took 60 firefighters from Anne Arundel County, Fort Meade, and the BWI fire departments about 90 minutes to extinguish the two-alarm blaze. All of the occupants who were home were able to escape without injury prior to the fire department's arrival. 3 firefighters were injured as a result of the incident. These firefighters were struck by falling debris. They were evaluated at the scene and transported via ground ambulance to Baltimore Washington Medical Center. The fire, which caused an estimated $1 million in damages, remains under investigation. Kristin?
Thanks, Chief. About 50 residents from 24 different apartments were displaced by the fire. Representatives from the Red Cross and the apartment management company assisted residents with relocation into other units within the complex.
Okay, folks, we're going to remind you one more time. Well, we might remind you again, but really, you have to pay attention to this. It could mean hundreds of dollars in your pocket. The Maryland Department of Assessments and Taxation has changed its rules for homeowners to get the Homestead Property Tax Credit. Most of you are probably already enrolled, but if you are not, you will not receive the credit after December 31st. Please just take a second. That's all it takes. Go to AnneArundelCounty.org, click on the banner that says Homestead Property Tax Credit. It's very easy to do, and it could save you a lot of money. If the database says you're already enrolled, good job. If not, be sure to sign up and feel free to send a thank you note and a check to me, Erik Roby, at, just kidding. There's more We Can Review to come, but first, take a look at our community calendar for upcoming events around the county. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
My dad's one of the producers, so he's there tonight.
Bring this week.
Welcome back. Now, Kristin, October 1st, it's a very important day in the state of Maryland. Do you know why it's such an important day?
Because it's the day where a lot of new laws go into effect?
It is the day that a lot of new laws go into effect. Thank you for reading the teleprompter, Kristin Lagana. Now, don't blame me. I didn't pass these laws, but I thought to make it fun for everyone out there, we'd play a little game to learn about the new laws.
You and your quiz
There are
games.
250 new state laws, folks, but we're going to take a look at the most important ones. Now, here's how the game works.
Okay.
I'll read you a new law, and you tell me if it's real or fake. So the game is real or fake. Are Are you ready to play?
I guess if I have to.
Chuck, get that music going. We're playing Know Your Laws.
Right.
Okay, Kristin, here's the first one.
Okay.
Prospective employers can now no longer ask for your Facebook password. Is this real or is this fake?
Oh, real.
It's real. Ding, 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 ding. One. She
I
got
knew
one
that
right,
one.
folks. Okay, number 2. Table games like blackjack and poker are allowed at local casinos. Is this real or fake,
I'm going
Lagana?
to say fake.
Wow, she's 2 for 2, folks. Doing great. She knows her laws.
Yay.
Not looking both ways before crossing the street is now subject to a $500 fine.
Fake?
Ooh, 3 for 3. She knows her stuff. You cannot be fined $500 for that.
Okay.
But can you, Kristin, be fined $500 for sending annoying emails to someone like you send me all the time?
Well, I haven't gotten fined yet, so fake. Oh, wait. Yeah, fake.
Real.
For sending an
Real.
annoying email?
There was a law passed, yes, that will now make it a crime to send annoying, harassing emails, punishable by a $500 fine.
A bunch of you are about to get fined.
Lots of fines going out there. Okay, next law. The penalty for possession of marijuana has been reduced from up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine to no more than 3 months and $500 if you have 10 grams or less.
Real.
It is real. They've done away, they've kind of decriminalized marijuana a little bit in the state.
Okay.
All right. Kids aged 8 or younger who weigh more than 65 pounds now must be strapped into one of those child safety seats. So you just barely make that requirement, Kristin Lagana.
Because I'm so young.
Because you're so young
pounds.
and under 65 pounds,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. That's real.
That is real.
That's
You're
real.
doing good. You're doing good. I think you only got one wrong. Okay, we talked about these exotic animals at the beginning.
Yes.
Was there a bill passed in the General Assembly that will require emus to wear leashes if they're not in secured areas?
I'm going to say fake.
You're going to be right. Yes. Another one. All right. Now, I know you ride your moped to all your shows, and you come here to Weekend Review on your moped.
I don't have a moped.
Do you now have to wear a helmet as of October 1st?
If I had a moped, yes, I would have to wear
You
a
would?
helmet.
That's a real law. Good job. Okay, employers can't make employees work nights after performing jury service. Is that real or fake?
Well, I'm going to say real.
That would be correct as well.
Yes.
Real. They cannot do that.
Am I getting a prize?
We'll see.
Okay.
Let's see how you do on these last couple.
Okay.
A product can be called pure honey if certain sugars or chemicals are added to it. So when you eat your honey
Say a
bunches
product
of
can
oats,
or can't?
product can't be called
Okay.
pure honey. I'm sorry. Cannot be called pure honey if certain sugars or chemicals are added to it.
That's real.
That is real.
I read something about that.
All right, all right, all right. Last one. This is a tough one.
Okay.
You are required to wear specific safety equipment when taping news programs on the internet.
Fake.
Really? Chuck, we need to buckle her in because that passed. That's a real law. No, I'm just kidding, folks. That's a fake law. She did pretty good.
Yay!
She got all but one right. Good job, Lagana.
I win. What's my prize?
No prize. You get to read the next story. That's your
Great,
prize.
Thanks. Well, now I know, and as G.I. Joe used to say, knowing is half the battle. For more
Go
information, go to www.aacounty.org and click on the banner for a full list of new state laws. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back.
Coming home can be hard if you're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan. You may feel like you're all alone, but you're not alone. At IAVA.org, your fellow vets are all around you. Join our free online community, get the resources you need, and connect to other vets who know where you're coming from. IAVA.org. We've got your back.
Welcome back. On October 1st, 2012, at approximately 11 a.m., officers from the Eastern District responded to the 800 block of Mercecherry Drive in Arnold in the Wexford community for a report of a residential burglary in progress. Joining us now is Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy, who has further details on the investigation. Justin.
When officers arrived, they located a possible suspect carrying a backpack and walking from the rear of two houses. A witness was able to identify him as the suspect that was involved in the burglary. Now, while that suspect was detained, officers were able to determine that he made a forced entry into a residence, but fled that home after becoming aware that there was a resident inside. At this time, it's unclear if anything was taken from the home during the incident. The suspect was ultimately arrested and charged with first-degree, third-degree, and fourth-degree burglary. That suspect is Alan Deaver, age 34, of Pasadena, Maryland. And now for information on a recent operation by the Anne Arundel County Police Department. Chief of Police Larry W. Tolliver announced the Anne Arundel County Police Department's 93rd checkpoint last week on Friday, September 28, 2012, along Ritchie Highway and 11th Avenue in Brooklyn Park. The enforcement initiative was a joint effort with assistance of the Maryland State Police, consisting of 2 separate DUI checkpoints. One checkpoint was on northbound Ritchie Highway, while the other was southbound on Ritchie Highway. In addition, they were supporting DUI saturation patrols taking place in the area for prevention purposes. Now, during the checkpoints, officers made contact with roughly 695 drivers. A total of 11 arrests were made during the entire detail. 5 drivers were arrested for DUI, 1 for possession of narcotics, 1 for disorderly conduct, 2 for driving on a suspended license, 1 for an open arrest warrant, and 1 also for prostitution as a result of saturation patrols taking place in the area. Now, in 2011, the Brooklyn Park area accounted for 6% of all DUI arrests and approximately 4% of DUI-related crashes. DUI checkpoints and increased patrols have been an effective strategy for removing drunk or drug drivers from the road. These details are an element of an overall strategy of prevention, education, and enforcement to reduce the number of alcohol-involved crashes along with injuries and deaths they cause on area roads. The success of this particular operation was a result of the hard work of the men and women of the police department. Now, as always, we urge citizens who observe vehicles being operated by impaired drivers, they're encouraged to contact the police department and report this information at 410-222-8610. When you call, please provide a description of the vehicle, tag number, and direction of travel. Now, folks, as always, if you have information on any crimes or suspects mentioned on the show, don't hesitate to call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is available 24 hours a day. You should know it by now. It's 1-866-7-LOCK-UP, or you can text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637. Your third option, visit the website at www.metrocrimestoppers.net. Remember, just a reminder, phone calls are not recorded, callers remain anonymous, and you might be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000. Back to you.
Thanks, Justin.
Well, there's a new to-do list out there that helps refer people to programs and services at the Department of Aging and Disabilities. Mary Feltzer has more. Mary?
Thank you. Today my guest is Jennifer Sloan, who's our Special Projects Coordinator at the Department of Aging and Disabilities. And I welcome you to Week in Review.
Thank you, Mary. It's nice to be here.
I asked you to come to the program because of a couple of things. One, your special project is called Making the Link, and I saw your picture in the paper the other day. The Capitol newspaper ran it with you and some firemen, and it was about the Making the Link. But we'll talk about the firemen in just a minute. I want to ask you, what exactly is Making the Link?
Sure. So Making the Link began as a national initiative through the N4A, which is the National Association for Area Agencies on Aging. And even though it lost national funding, the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities saw a lot of value and potential in the program, and they've worked to keep that momentum going. And so that's the program that I'm starting to work on now.
And what exactly is Making the Link? What does it do?
So what we're trying to do is link caregivers, seniors, and adults with disabilities to the Department of Aging and Disabilities. We're working to get the word out to physicians, to rehabilitation centers, to community organizations and emergency personnel, and let them know what we offer in the department so that they can quickly and easily refer people to us that could use our assistance.
It's a little yellow pad, actually, that they're going to use, sort of like a prescription pad.
It is. It looks just like the old-fashioned doctor's prescription pads. It's bright yellow. It lists 14 different services that we offer at the department, and it's a really quick tool that doctors can use just to tear off a quick sheet, hand it to the patient or the caregiver, and then that patient or caregiver can call us, and we can refer them or get them the assistance that they need.
What are some of the resources that are listed on the prescription pad? We can call it a Making the Link pad.
We like to call it a resource pad. But some of the things that we offer, we talk about Medicare and Medicaid counseling. We have prescription drug cost options, and we can have
Educational programs?
Educational programs for those types of things. Respite care. We offer various workshops. So it's a lot of different subjects that we can help people out with.
I know one of them is transportation too. People
Mm-hmm.
have no idea that the department can provide transportation for individuals to and from medical appointments, for example, and they're always surprised.
They are surprised, and there are a lot of resources. I've just touched on a few, but a lot of resources that we offer at the department that people have no idea about. And that's really why we're trying to get the word out, because doctors and EMTs and hospitals, they can't possibly know all of the resources that we have. So if they have something quick to hand to a caregiver or a patient, it just makes that process a lot easier for them.
I did see your picture in the newspaper, as I mentioned, with the firefighters, paramedics. I think they were firefighter 5 was the level that they were with. They were with the West Annapolis ambulance there at where we took the photograph. And I was wondering why you had done that. Why did you have that picture taken?
Well, we want the community to know that we are working with the fire department, and these resource pads are going to go into the 30 ambulances or so that we have working here in the county.
And I understand that you did a presentation on making the link at a national conference. Where was that held?
We were invited to a national conference, the N4A National Conference in Denver, Colorado this summer, where we presented making the link for the department, and it was very well received. We had a lot of feedback talking about how important it is to get the word out about what area agencies on aging offer, so that doctors and community members and everybody knows, so that people who need that help can get it.
Well, I know that you have been making house calls, so to speak, at doctors' offices to give them the pad and some information. What's the number that someone can call if they want more details?
Sure. So anybody can call 410-222-4257, and that gets you to our information and assistance office. And we also have a website, and it's www.aacounty.org/aging.
And I also know that you can find us on Facebook. We have a www.facebook.com/Arundel Seniors. So if people want some more information about the department, that's a good place to go. And I'll repeat the phone number.
Okay.
It's 410-222-4257. And Jennifer, it sounds like a fairly simple idea, but getting the word out is always challenging.
Yes.
And thank you for coming on the program
Thanks
today
for
and
having
talking
me.
about it.
Thank you.
This is Mary Felter, Public Information Officer for Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities for a Week in Review. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Mary. That tear-off notepad sure seems like an easy way to get people educated. Plus, you can doodle on the back or fold it up and put it in the glove box of your car, or make paper airplanes, which you probably would do. So many uses!
Look, I am dressed professional, folks. Unprofessional, professional. Who's
Spirit,
going to make the paper
not
airplane
spirit. He doesn't
out
want
of
the
here?
Orioles to win. Can you believe that?
We always want the Orioles to win.
Look at
We
you.
want
You
the
don't look like
Ravens
it.
to win. Someone has to be professional today, Kristin. It's getting darker early, folks, so you can't see Kristin when she's crossing the road. We're talking about Halloween, and that means fall is here. In our Recreation and Park Spotlight, Carolyn Ryan is here to tell us about Kinder Farm Fall Festival. Carolyn.
Well, it's that time of year again, folks. Time for the annual Kinder Farm Fall Harvest Festival. I'm here with Nolly Fisher, Park Ranger. Thanks for being on the show, Nolly.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you're kind of in charge of this whole shindig. When is the Fall Harvest Festival this year?
The Fall Harvest Festival this year is October 13th, a week from this Saturday. It's always the second Saturday in October.
Great. And what time does the festival run from?
Festival runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Great. Now, tell us a little bit about some of the activities that'll be going on.
Well, we have activities for all ages. We have bingo. We have a lot of kids' activities, hay rides, scarecrow making, pumpkin painting, a lot of kids' games, different crafts they can make. We have some demonstrators, wood turners, the blacksmiths will be here, the sawmill guys will be here. So we got a lot going on for everyone.
Great. Now you also have some vendors, different things that people can purchase. Maybe do some early Christmas shopping.
Exactly.
Holiday shopping.
Yes, we have a lot of craft vendors as well as food vendors and vendors where kids can make different crafts and take them with them. Of course, they do have to purchase those, but a lot of different vendors for the festival.
Great. And also the farm animals, always a favorite here at Kinder Park.
Yes, the farm animals are always here. 4-H will be here that day. They'll have different booths set up, and of course, we'll have animals throughout.
Great. Now, what is the cost? You talked about maybe, having to pay for some of the activities, but what is the cost to get into the park on the day of the festival?
The festival itself is free, so there's no cost to get in, but as you mentioned, there is some cost associated with some of the activities throughout the day.
Great. Well, it sounds like a great time. We're really looking forward to it. Grab your family, bring them on out here on October 13th from 10 to 4 to Kinder Park for the Fall Harvest Festival. For more information, you can go to our website, www.aacounty.org/recparks, and find all kinds of information about the Fall Harvest Festival. Thanks again for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. Pumpkin, cider, apples, all that stuff is great. Kids love it. I love it.
I love
Kristin,
it. I love
not
fall.
so much.
No,
not
I
so
love
much.
fall festivals. I'll probably
Not
be
so
there.
much.
Whatever.
Probably be there doing what?
Probably.
You mean that's going to interrupt from your fall shows? Because I understand you're a big fall show watcher. You like it when the new fall
I
shows
do.
come
All
back
the
in.
new TV shows that are either brand new or your favorite episodes or your favorite series that are coming back this season with new shows.
Like The Simpsons, right?
Like The Simpsons. Like Glee.
Like Glee. The Simpsons are not coming back. They've been off the air for years.
I don't know.
I'm trying to trick you, Oriole Bird, and you didn't fall for my trick.
My famous quiz games. I'm Erik.
So it is fall, and it's
Yes.
a great time of year. I mean, for you, we were talking off the air about how you like to watch the fall shows and sit on the couch and eat a box of Samoas. Girl Scout cookies are back in session now.
Girl Scout cookie
It's Girl Scout
time.
cookie time. So, it's great. It's great to be able to experience this beautiful fall weather out
fall
there.
TV shows and great fall movies coming out as well.
Any good ones that you've heard of?
Well, there is, okay, I don't want to embarrass myself here, but
Why? We always embarrass Kristin. She just doesn't want to embarrass herself today.
I'm really excited to watch the last installment of Twilight, okay?
Oh, wow. I'm watching Revolution now on NBC.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we get done, we can review, of course. I don't ever.
Right.
But yeah,
Of
Revolution.
course,
Good
of
show.
course. That's a good one. I like the shows Blue Bloods.
Yes,
that's
Blue Bloods
coming
good.
back.
Good cop
it's
show.
a really good one. I think, is Hawaii Five-0 coming back?
I don't know.
I like that one too.
Don't know.
That one is, thanks Chuck. Chuck knows everything.
He
There's
does.
there's a lot of good stuff coming back on. And of course, I'm gonna go see Frank and Weenie. Are you gonna take your kids?
That sounds great, folks.
Frank and
Sounds
Weenie?
great. No, it doesn't. It sounds crazy.
No, it's the new Tim Burton film, and the little boy, his dog dies, but he wants to be with his dog forever, so he kind of like Frankensteins his dog up.
Sounds like
Your
a
kids wanna
kids
see it,
movie
I'm
that
sure.
everybody wants to see.
I wanna
I'll
see
just
it.
be sitting here, folks, watching this episode of Week in Review. And if you want to watch episodes of Week in Review, you can watch them online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are always available at blip.tv and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes or like us on Facebook. Yeah, go ahead and do that and see the Oriole Bird right here on Week in Review.
Go
Please
O's!
tune in again next week for more news and highlights from around your county. Go Orioles,
Woo!
go Ravens. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.